What did you dislike at first, but ended up really liking? A lot of vegetables. My mother is not the greatest cook, and it took years to realize veggies were delicious when seasoned and cooked properly. My mom only got veggies from a can. Same, just dump and warm up. Dark chocolate. I still like milk, but I prefer dark. Same. Is it weird to think that milk chocolate is too sweet? You appreciate the cacao more when there's less sugar/palm oil. 60% and 70% are fucking delicious. I'll admit 85% and 90% are a bit harder to bear. Metal music. Dude, once you get it, you fucking get it. And you start to notice the intricacies of the instruments, and then dive into the technicalities of the vocals, and it's just like, imagine Mozart, but turned up to 11. Metal. Anime. Why did you not like anime at first? Stereotypes. It takes a while to acclimate to the weird shit that pops up now and then. Oftentimes even in an otherwise excellent show. I'd have to be very careful about selecting shows if I was going to try to introduce someone new to anime. Maps. Yes. Hated them as a kid. Luxury item as an adult. You know how a lot of people like superheroes as kids. I hated them. I thought that most of their costumes looked stupid and was too immature to understand why everyone was beating each other up. But starting at age 14, I actually ended up being a big fan of Marvel for a while. I don't really keep up with their movies anymore, but I can say with certainty that I still like most of the ones that I have seen. That's pretty much what happened to me. I didn't care for superheroes at all, but then something in the trailer for the Avengers stuck out to me, and so I made sure to watch it in theaters. As soon as the helicarrier took off out of the water, I was hooked. Kiwi and fish. Not combined though. As a Kiwi, we like you too, bro. Ice cream. You what, M9? But seriously, I thought we were all hardwired to enjoy ice cream. Do you like cake? I can see why some people might dislike cake, but not liking ice cream is totally alien to me. Coffee. I just hated the taste of coffee and I could not believe that people loved it so much. I tried it a few times, but then I got addicted to it. I saw that it had a negative effect on me, so I quit drinking it. Reddit and jazz. I always thought Reddit was for lame losers, but I really found it to be fun and interesting when I made my account. Same thing with jazz. What is a jazz account, and how do I make one? When I was in junior and high school, I absolutely hated yogurt. That went on being the case until my early 30s and me wanting to do something about my digestive situation. Yoplait made a banana cream pie yogurt and an apple pie turnover yogurt that I thought would be not too yogurt why, and every day for a month I had one. Killed two birds with one stone. I fixed my digestive situation and now I love yogurt. Double win at SP. Reddit. Pretty accurate. Coffee. Beetroot. Chandler Bing on Friends. Pineapple pizza. Frozen. Yes, the Disney movie. Guacamole. It just looked gross. I enjoy it thoroughly now. Not even joking. Minecraft, I used to hate it, but then I really got into it. Many years later, and I love it still. Pickles. Tea. I used to hate the taste. I hadn't tried it for a long time, then I decided to just try it one more time. I ended up liking it. I could drink tea all day now. Basketball. I saw my brothers play, and I declined their offers for me to join, because I never saw anything in it. Happened for about a couple of years, until I got more involved in school and I loved it. At some point it was my dream to be a basketball player. I just wish I got into it at the time my brothers asked me, so I would have pursued it young. Didn't pursue it at the time because everyone was telling me it's almost impossible getting a career in that unless you're Yauja or not much opportunity in this town. Since one is lazy back then and introverted, I was always going yep, yeah, alright. I didn't push for anything. Holy shit, if I knew what I know now back then, trust me. Sushi. I feel I'm allergic to sushi. Whenever I eat 80 of them I puke. Probably have a nervous stomach due to hunger. Try eating another 40 or so, and that should help. Source: I'm not a doctor. Pineapple on pizza. The thing that converted me was when someone had me try pineapple jalapeno pizza. That combination of hot and sweet with quality mozzarella is something I find myself thinking about days and weeks later. Coffee. After my first cup of coffee, I was like, I'm never drinking this again. Now, 25 years later, I can't start my day without it. Same. Except after 30 years. I still hate it. Cooking. I used to think of it as such a chore until I figured out there was no law stating I had to follow a recipe exactly. I learned that I could play around with different flavors and textures, and it became much more enjoyable. I'm not a pro by any means, but I love to get into the kitchen and cook up a good meal now. Note: this does not work with baking. Do not experiment with baking. The baking comment gave me a good chuckle. It was a learning experience. There was much smoke, some vomit and a few tears. Salad. Growing up, salad consisted of giant chunks of bitter iceberg lettuce, a couple pieces of tasteless tomato, and many large chunks of red onion. My family would then smother that in ranch dressing. I hated salad for years, and hated ranch for years. My salads now have a dark baby green mix, with spinach, and all that stuff, cherry tomatoes, mushrooms, baby corn, radish, broccoli, cube cheese, and a nice vinegar, and oil-based dressing. Also baby spinach, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, bell peppers, dill, sunflower seeds, chili flakes, feta cheese, lime juice dressing. Going to the gym in the morning before work. Waking up an hour and a half earlier than normal, doing cardio again. Would have said you were crazy if you told me you'd be doing it a few years ago. If you could bottle the feeling I have in the morning after going to the gym, you'd be a billionaire. My evenings are more open. I don't have to deal with traffic. I don't have to worry about a piece of equipment I want to use being tied up. Plus it forces me to have a healthy sleep schedule. Major game changer. The mornings at my gym between 7 to 9 AM are often more jammed than Mondays between 5 to 7 PM. Mushrooms. Shrooms are pretty good. I just started liking mushrooms 2 years ago. I was missing out because I always thought they were gross. I want them on everything now. Asparagus.